People that don't know me that well call me Liz, but everybody else calls me Trouble. And I've been here, I think, 4 years now. And I just love it.
I came here because my cardiologist suggested that I needed to exercise more. And he recommended Beyond 50, and I came right from the appointment to the building and signed up that day.
At my age, I thought it was about time I started thinking about my own physical well-being. And of course, you know, you're going to the doctor and they're suggesting various healthy attitudes that you should adopt. And so I decided that more than just walking around the neighborhood, because you walk it if you feel like it or if you don't, but here it's a commitment.
You know, I'm 75. I have aches and pains, sure, but I can do things so much better now than I could 2.5 years ago, when I could barely stand up out of a chair without huffing and puffing, and now I can keep up with the class.
Staying home, to me, was very unhealthy. I don't exercise in my own home very much. I wasn't over the summer doing any cardio except a little bit of walking. I wasn't doing weights. I wasn't doing flex and balance. I wasn't doing core exercises, and it made a huge difference to me. I started to get back tendonitis in my shoulder and having more trouble with balance. And now since I've come back, it's been just so wonderful. I was just going up the stairs today and saying, wow, I feel strong again going up the stairs.
And I know it's hard in the beginning to get yourself to I need to get back in there. But once you get back in, it's like, oh my gosh, how much I needed that.
Last year I had a particular health issue. And I think because my having been fit in many ways helped me to recover much faster.
One of the things that I found very amusing when I first started was how these movements in classes were so new to me, and I had a lot of trouble trying to follow them, and somebody would go left and I was going right, or I wasn't going anywhere. And but it was fine because everybody in class was so supportive and people were laughing at themselves, and I felt perfectly fine about it. And gradually I've gotten so I can do most of the movements, but there's still times when I feel like I don't do them as well as I would like to do, but that's something I can continue then to work on.
Yeah, the staff here is very attentive to the individual needs. A lot of times during the exercise classes, they'll offer modifications to some of the exercises. So they'll say, you know, if you're having trouble with your knees, try it this way. Or if your back's bothering you, don't do this instead. You're made to feel like you fit in, even if you can't do exactly what everybody else is doing.
I always thought I would hate having a personal trainer, but when I first signed up, I was in a particularly open mood apparently, and so I said, okay, I will go ahead and try a personal trainer. And it was a wonderful decision. I'm so glad that I did that, and I have continued to do it.
Personal training, like what Ann did with me, it just made me feel healthy again.
The programs can change, they evolve as you become stronger, but they're designed for you by very qualified staff who work individually with you.
She asked me what my goals were, and I told her, and she said, well, we're going to meet those goals, and we did.
They've set plans for me. Like I said, I'm very bored easily, and I do like to work out, but I like different plans, and they've set up some other plans for me, and they're always available for any questions I have. I'm always looking on magazines and stuff on different exercises to do, and I'll always come in and ask them, what do you think about this one? And they're always very helpful. And sometimes they offer me a tip to say, well, this one would not be good for you because we know you have arthritic knees. Try this instead.
One of the things that I've learned from this exercise experience and starting out feeling like, wow, I really was not in a great place before I joined, is at first it feels like progress is very slow, and you think maybe I need to have heavy weights and I need to push harder. And then one day, even though you haven't been doing that, you just go slowly and you do little bits at a time, and you spend a month maybe with a certain weight, and you realize all of a sudden Yes, I have really made a difference. I'm much stronger. And so you just work slowly. I was never strained and just feel so much better from having worked slowly.
I prefer coming here because of what you might say, the intimacy and the social friendships that I've made since I've been coming. In a way, the friends I've made, they, in a sense, keep you coming, because if you don't come, you're asked, what happened to you? And so I think the social part of exercising keeps me coming.
Being here has been really important, not just for my muscle strength and balance, but also mentally it has been very important, both for feeling that I am taking care of myself and being healthy, and also in terms of interactions with the people who are here, the staff and the other members. I love talking with the members in classes. I love chatting with them out in the equipment room. It makes the time, for example, on the cardio equipment go so much faster. I don't like doing cardio equipment, but there are times when somebody's on another piece of equipment and we've been chatting and all of a sudden 20 minutes or 30 minutes have gone by and you had no idea that much time passed.
When we have classes here or we have workouts and we see people we know, the endorphins kick in and you leave. If you came in feeling upset, anxious, angry, you leave happy.